Clipstone, author of Lake's Edge and the upcoming Forest Fall, and I'm so excited to be part of Booktopia's World Book Day celebration. It was so hard to choose a favourite book, but eventually I settled on The Secret History by Donna Tartt. It tells the story of a group of friends who are part of an exclusive classics class at Hampden College, a lightly fictionalised version of Bennington College, where Donna Tartt was a student in the 1980s. When the group stage a bacchanal ritual in the Vermont woods, it sets off a chain of events which eventually results in the murder of one of their friends. Richard Papin, the narrator, describes the fallout from this event. I picked up this copy of The Secret History at random in a bookstore in Amsterdam. I'd been visiting family and wanted something to read on the plane ride home. Immediately, I fell completely in love with everything about the book. I loved the indulgent, atmospheric narration, the dynamics between the characters, and the academic setting, which gave me so much nostalgia for my own experiences as a postgrad student. I think I also saw a lot of myself in Richard, that feeling of being an outsider, trying to break into a group, searching for identity and belonging. It's a story I've returned to again and again, falling in love more each time I read, hoping to find secrets hidden between the lines of prose. And it's also been one of the biggest influences on my own writing. Even though I write dark fantasy, the character-driven plot and introspective narration is exactly what I love to explore in my own work. When I'm reading, I love to set myself up with a comfortable place on the couch, lots of natural light, and, of course, tea. In the wintertime, I like to read next to our fireplace, but right now it's still too warm for the fire, so I've been enjoying the afternoon sun while I lose myself in a book. I've been very lucky to know so many wonderful authors and often get to read early copies of their books. I'm also a big library user and I have an ever-growing pile of borrowed books. This year I really leaned into mood reading, and so far most of the books I've picked up are old favorites or stories outside the genre I write in, like romance or horror. I make very modest reading goals and usually aim to read at least 1 or 2 books every month. I have space in my journal each month to write down what I've read, and it's always really nice to look back and reflect on it at the end of the year. For World Book Day, I decided to reread one of my favorite young adult books, The Boneless Mercies by April Tuchok. It's a retelling of Beowulf, which follows the adventures of a group of mercies, women hired to provide merciful deaths. They decide to seek glory by hunting down a dangerous monster in an attempt to change their fate. This is another book that's really influenced my own writing, and I'm so excited to dive back into the story. Thank you for celebrating World Book Day with me. My debut novel, Lake's Edge, is available now. It's a gothic fantasy set on the banks of a cursed lake. When Violetta Graceling goes to Lake's Edge estate and falls in love with the monster of Lake's Edge, she discovers he's cursed and decides to team up with the Lord of the Dead to try and save him. I really hope you'll enjoy reading if you pick up a copy. And the sequel, Forest Fall, which concludes the series, will be available later this year in spring. Thank you again, and happy reading.